Well, while things are going a little bit shaky in the league, it would be nice to get us going with a bit of a cup run in the FA Cup. So, welcome back to some more Football Manager 2022. This is another part of Championship to Champions League, and today we are taking on Blackpool in the FA Cup third round before taking on Blackburn Rovers away from home in the Championship. Since you were last with me, as I said, things have been a little shaky. You last seen us in this match against Sunderland, where we absolutely walloped them 5-1. Billy Sharp scoring a hat-trick there. Troy Parrott also getting 2 on the score sheet. But then we went on to lose 1-0 at home to Burnley, a poor performance there. We then drew 2-2 away from home to Stoke City. We were 2-0 up in that match. It looked like we could potentially win, but unfortunately we were pegged back once again. We then lost 3-2 to Blackpool, who are today's opponents, funnily enough, but we did lose 3-2 there. Scott McKenna and Brennan Johnson scoring in that match, and then most recently we beat Sunderland 5-0. And then Queen's Park Rangers 2-0, all meaning that we are currently in 6th position in the Sky Bet Championship. It's very difficult to see how we're going to keep going for automatic promotion. We're only 7 points behind, but yeah, our form recently just hasn't really been good enough. Lewis Grabban, however, is still top scorer, 19 goals so far. He's 4 ahead of Ivan Toney, so he's doing an excellent job. Gareth Bale still top assists, even though he's had a few weeks out with injury. We're 2 points clear of today's opponents, Blackpool. However, we're playing them in the FA Cup today. But below that, we're 9 points clear of Middlesbrough. So I think we should be finishing top 7 with 21 games to go, but there's just so much that can happen going forward. Little look at squad performances then. Top goal scorer is Lewis Grabban with 19 goals, 12 for Billy Sharp, 9 for Troy Parrott. Top assists is 10 for Gareth Bale, 6 for Norwood, and 5 for Ivo Pinto. Top average rating is a 7.61, that is, for Jaden Richardson at right back. Very good season so far for him. Let's have a little look at the team for today then against Blackpool. We'll move that team instruction on. We've got Bright Samba starting goal. He is joining Saint Etienne in the summer, so we'll probably phase him out and maybe move in either Horvath, I suppose, who again is in for a bid. We could end up without no goalkeepers very, very soon. But Jaden Richardson, McKenna, Worrell and Ianu will start in defence, with Norwood and Woodburn in the middle of the park, and Gareth Bale starting behind Lewis Grabban, Billy Sharp and Troy Parrott up top. So let's get into the action then. It should be a match that I think we can win. I really do believe that. I think we can go and beat Blackpool at home. But as I say, our form has been a little bit shaky recently, so it will be interesting to see how we get on. But yes, so this series, of course, is sort of alternating with the Newcastle series at 5 o'clock every day. It will be going to a daily series once we've wrapped up season 3 of the Newcastle United series. That series will be coming to an end, mainly because I'm just finding it so difficult to balance 2 saves. I always have this issue. I don't know how people do it particularly, but I am still thoroughly enjoying both saves, and I want to keep it that way. So Newcastle will be coming to an end at the end of the season, and then we can go full force on the Champions League save, and hopefully we'll be in the Premier League very soon. And there is the first goal. Billy Sharp manages to poke in a little bumble around the area. Jaden Richardson with the initial cross, and it looked like it was going to head towards Parrott. Didn't seem to quite get there. So here he was, Richardson in, yeah, and it knocks in off Maxwell, and Billy Sharp knocks it into the back of the net, and it's 1-0. So excellent start for Billy Sharp. The 36-year-old is going to be 37 next month. Wow, I mean, what a career he's had, and still scoring tons of goals at championship level. I mean, imagine dropping him into League One, League Two. He would absolutely tear it up. But he is doing a good job so far for us, and since we've moved him to that poacher role, he's definitely scoring more goals. Worrell gets it forward. It's away by Gibson. Now McLean gets it to Edozie to Lavery, but Samba comes out to collect. And yeah, that's mainly going to be our January focus, is going to be getting a new goalkeeper, I think, a new long-term goalkeeper, potentially a new attacking midfielder as well, to sort of rotate with Gareth Bale. It's cleared there. Here's Scott McKenna on the ball. We could do with a fourth centre-back as well. That is something that I am keeping my eye out for. So here's McKenna. Boots it forward. Lewis Graben runs onto it. Graben into the middle. Billy Sharp's there, and that's just wide. Unlucky there. But that was a half chance. Here's Ianu on the ball. Ianu now. What's he going to do with it? Oh, he gets it forward to Troy Parrott. Troy Parrott now. Back to Ianu. He has Bale, Norwood, Richardson. Richardson still going. He's going to whip it in. Gets it to Graben. Lewis Graben scores, and that is his 20th goal of the season. First goal of the FA Cup for him, and the captain has made it 2-0 against Blackpool, and this is exactly what we wanted. And a bit unfortunate that we haven't got a great attendance, to be honest. It would be nice to have plenty of fans here. 15,500 at the City Ground, which I'm fairly sure they have a lot more capacity than that. I don't know it off the top of my head. We will check at the end of the episode. But yeah, that is a bit of a shame, isn't it? Anyway, it's going to be a corner from Norwood into the middle. It's a header from McKenna, but off the post. Unfortunately for him, here's a Daly Campbell to Lavia. Stewart gets it forward. Lavery was there. Here's Garbutt. Now to Edozie. Edozie into the middle. Lavery with the header, just wide. That was close. That was very close. So, Gareth Bale not having the best of games, which is not like him. But here's Troy Parrott. Whips it in, and there could have been our third. Graben looked like he was going to grab that third. Didn't quite manage it, though. 65 minutes gone. Troy Parrott is going to come off. We're going to put Niasse on. We're going to take Gareth Bale off, and we're going to put Paul Glatzel on instead. Although Joe Lolly has been having a little bit of game time in there. But we'll give Paul Glatzel a little run out. And here's Richardson, and he manages to score. First goal of the season for Jayden Richardson. He's really coming into his own in that right-back role. He was injured for a few months earlier in the year, but he's come back recently and is doing a fantastic job. So I'm really, really happy with him, and it's nice to see him grab a goal. And that has pretty much sealed the deal in terms of us going through to round 4 of the FA Cup, which is exactly what we wanted to achieve today. Here's Ianu with the long throw, headed out to Niasse. Worrell now. Here's Glatzel into the middle. Graben's there. That is number 4, 21st goal of the season for Lewis Graben, and Paul Glatzel getting himself another assist this year. He's doing very, very well in that attacking midfielder role. Isn't quite the absolute goal-scoring beast that he was in FM18, but still a very talented player, and one that I'm very, very happy to have in the squad. And as we head into the final 10 minutes, it would be very nice to see him pick himself up a goal here. Here's Maxwell. What's he going to do with it? Boots it forward. Oh, that's forward to Edozie now. Edozie with a chance. Good save from Samba. And that has gone behind for a corner. Another good save from Samba. Garbutt's going to take this corner. He's going to whip it in now. Not many Blackpool players in the box, and it's headed away by McKenna. Niasse's going to chase it. That's an excellent run. Fresh legs do wonders, but end of highlight. End of highlight there. So, looks like it's going to finish 4-0. And it does finish 4-0. Excellent performance, you have to say. I think we can be very, very pleased with that. Nice work, everybody. Come on. Through to the next round of the FA Cup. That is what we're talking about. So through to round 4. Classy Richardson on form again. We'll put our arm around him and say he was absolutely superb. Well done. Well done. So, let's have a little look then. Bryce Samba is on his way out. That's fine. Cesc Fabregas, by the way, we're going to try and bring him in. Another central midfielder, can slot in behind the striker. Is having a decent season. 6 assists and 4 goals, but only a 6.6 average rating. That seemed a little bit strange to me. But, hey, I guess his 4 goals are all from penalties, so maybe it skews it a little bit. But, yeah, his experience will be vital. Harry Arter is probably heading out. He's leaving on a free transfer. Looks like he's going to head to America. Not entirely surprised by that. Had a decent season at Charlton Athletic last year. Has played a few games for us this year. Not really done a great deal. But, yeah, let's see how we get on against Blackburn Rovers. Promotion rivals. It's going to be a tricky little match, I think. Well, I tell you what, a chance to get through the 5th round of the FA Cup, which is, of course, the last 16. So, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. We're playing Cambridge United at home. We will certainly settle for it. Yeovil Town, by the way, have made it through to the 4th round as a National League side. No other teams have made it through. Who did they beat to get through? Managed to beat Derby County, actually. I wonder if Wayne Rooney's still there. They beat Rotherham in a previous round and Hereford as well. Derby County still managed by Wayne Rooney. They are 7th in League One at the moment, so not necessarily coming straight back up. But Swansea City, goodness me, they are down in League One. I mean, that's just crazy, isn't it? Whole Derby and Swansea getting relegated last season. But just thought I'd update you on that. We are having a little look at Fraser Forster. Just as more of a temporary arrangement, Forster's contract doesn't expire till the end of next season. I mean, we could bring him in on loan. Maybe that's what we need to do. Although it does say can't be loaned out. I'm not entirely sure why. But 2.4 million is quite a lot for a 34-year-old. Well, we didn't get Fraser Forster, but who we did get was Jack Butland, 200k. We signed him for, 29 years old now, which is a decent age for a goalkeeper. Hasn't really been playing for Crystal Palace since joining them a few years ago. He's had a very strange career, has Jack Butland, because you know he was Stoke's number 1 for quite a long time in the Premier League. But then I had a spell on loan at Derby at one point, had a spell on loan at Crystal Palace, didn't play, and then joined Stoke again, and then went to Crystal Palace permanently, but hasn't played. It's all been very, very strange, and hopefully, you know, now he's back in. He'll probably become our number 1 keeper for the rest of the season, and we'll give him a go, and we'll see how he gets on, and hopefully he'll do pretty well. Okay, so just a couple of changes from our team against Blackpool then. We have brought in Jack Butland to make his debut in goal, and we've brought in Brian Ojeda for, who was it? Oliver Norwood, who is injured. Also, Greg Taylor comes in at left back for Ianu, who is suspended. So let's get into the action then. Jack Butland's going to take the number 1 shirt. He's hopefully going to be welcomed with open arms to Nottingham Forest. You know, he's got Premier League experience. I think he's the perfect signing, really, at this point. Certainly for 200 grand. To bring him in, Samba is leaving at the end of the year, so I think we now just make Samba a backup goalkeeper, and we try and build Jack Butland as our first choice goalkeeper for certainly the rest of this season, and barring any mistakes, hopefully into the Premier League if we do get promoted. But here's Son straight away. Jack Butland makes a little bit of an error there. That was not ideal. A bit of a fumble, you have to say. Let's have a look at this again. I thought it was going to be him called into action, but that is a little bit of lack of match sharpness. I think that's caused that. And you just hope that he will come good. But 1-0 to Blackburn already. And we're starting to be cut adrift in 6th place there. If Blackburn do win this one, But Jack Butland now a 7.1, so he must have made some good saves so far in this match. Here's Karbonich. Brereton on the ball, gets it to Rankin Costello. Good tackle by McKenna, but he has Brereton. Oh, just wide. Goodness me, that was very, very close. Made himself very big in the goal there, Jack Butland. Jaden Richardson once again having a good first half. Maybe, just maybe, we can bring this back in the second half. Let's thrash our arms about. You've been terrible so far. So hopefully we see a little bit more from them in this second half. Here's Rankin Costello to Buckley now. Badgie, Brereton. Oh, it's 2-0. Not much that Butland could do about that one, but Brereton Diaz has scored a wonderful goal there. 11th of the season for him. Badgie with the pass forward. And Brereton makes it 2-0. And now we need to seriously think about who we're going to bring on to try and change this game. I think Jermaine Defoe comes on. It's been a little while. We're going to bring Paul Glatzel on as well. Jack Butland on the ball. What's he going to do with it? I think he's going to kick it downfield and get an assist, hopefully. Boots it clear. Now, Woodburn loses it. Here's Connolly. Now, Sarr on the right-hand side. Good tackle from Taylor. Here's Woodburn now pushing forward. Still Woodburn. Here's Graben. Whips it forward to Troy Parrott now, who waltzes round the goalkeeper. Billy Sharp with the goal, and Billy Sharp manages to get us back into the game with that poacher's effort. And straight away we say, no, let's continue how it's going. We're going to bring on Jermaine Defoe for Lewis Graben instead. Gareth Bale is going to come off for Joe Lolly, and we'll see how it goes now. Pinto is going to come on for Richardson. And we have got ourselves a set piece here, and it's going to be Ojeda who whips it in. McKenna's there, and that was a big chance to level the scores at 2s each, but didn't quite happen. Headed away to Ojeda now. Woodburn still in with a chance. Woodburn back. He has Ojeda. It's a shot, but here's Taylor. No, loses it. Now Ibe on the ball, gets it forward to Brereton Diaz, and Jack Butland again. Just not quite in the right position. 3-1 now. Oh, and you've got to ask yourself the question, is Jack Butland the problem here? Or am I being harsh? Is he being magnified because it's his debut? I don't know. Always worth a run of games, but we have officially dropped out of the playoffs, and that is a disaster. Blackburn have absolutely controlled us today. 3-1. They win, and we now drop out of the playoff spots. We're 4 points behind Blackburn. We're 10 points behind Norwich City in the automatic promotion spots. And now a point adrift of 6th place Blackpool, who've just beaten Sunderland away from home. Cardiff City, meanwhile, down in 23rd. Definitely made the right decision to leave Cardiff City, but that is a disappointing defeat. We've got Brentford coming up next, top of the table. Brentford. It's not going to be easy, is it? So, when are we going to come back? That's the question. I suppose, why don't we come back for the next round of the FA Cup against Cambridge? And we'll also have the game against Preston North End. Hopefully we'll have a couple of fresh faces in by that time. But if you have enjoyed that, then give it a massive thumbs up down below. Subscribe for plenty more FM content. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.